Yo, what's up? If you're new to my channel, thanks for watching. I just talk about some stupid shit with some shitty mic quality and some shitty camera quality, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shittier the better. I've been meaning to make this video, but then life kind of just sneaks up on you, and then before you know it, it's 3 months later, and fuck, now you're talking about something that was really important to you 3 months ago, but now feels like a distant dream. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about how I flew to New Orleans to see a girl I met on the internet. Exciting. Now, when I say I flew to New Orleans to see a girl, I mean like I flew to New Orleans to see a girl. We never met before. We FaceTime maybe twice. We've been talking for like a couple of weeks, and we were friends first. And when I say friends, it's not one of those like, oh, I secretly had feelings for her. No, it's like we were friends first. And then one day, one glorious, fateful day, I realized how I felt about her when she told me about some guy that she was dating. And I was the one who kind of encouraged her to start dating and stuff because, yeah, it was important. I thought it was important. Yeah, and then it hit me. You know that feeling where it feels like your insides are being crushed, or like, you know, you're being flipped upside down on a roller coaster, but not in a good way, not in the like, oh, this is so exciting and so fun, but in the like, oh shit, like I'm kind of falling to my death vibe, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I after that moment, I was like, oh fuck, this is really burnt. Because we had already made plans to meet up, but I realized that we had this conversation 2 weeks before we were supposed to meet. And so I'm freaking out, right? I'm thinking this whole time, like, oh, this is bad. Like, what do I do? Do I tell her? Do I not tell her? Because I really like talking to this girl, but also she lives super far away, and I don't know how you feel about long distance relationships, but I hate them. I think they suck. Not to say that you can't make a long distance relationship work. I met someone at one of my previous jobs who was in a long distance relationship for 3 years. His girlfriend lived in Hawaii and he lived in California, but they talked every day for 3 years, and then, like, you know, had visits or whatever until she finally moved to California, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I mean, that was cute. That's a fun story, but it ain't for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to talk to my person, you know, my partner over the phone for 3 years without seeing them. Like, I would go crazy. Anyhow, we get to New Orleans, and you know, it's exciting, right? Because, you know, this is our first time meeting in person. We're like going day to day. On the second day, we're going out, and you know, we're a little tipsy. We're having a good time, and I'm like, this is the moment. This is the time. And so I tell her, and yeah, and then, you know, obviously she turns me down, which is fine, which is what I expected. And I feel all this like pressure released, like a weight has been lifted off my chest, and I feel really good about it. Because the reality is I actually didn't want to be in a relationship with her. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, I have these feelings. I want to tell you about them. Like, hey, what do you want to do about this? Do you feel the same way? Like, no expectations, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? We finish our trip. We get back. My life is going, and there's a lot of stuff happening. You know, the question came to mind. It's like, first of all, why did I have all these feelings? Why did I feel the need to tell her? Why did I decide to, you know, go and drop like $1,000 to see this girl for 2 days? You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make sense, right? I'm like, if you were in love with this person, like, yeah, for sure. But I was just like, you know, I'm here for the plot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, oh, let's just see what happens. And yeah, I kind of realized something, and maybe it's not true. This is just what I think. I kind of came to the conclusion that I'm pretty, I think I'm just really emotionally unavailable, you know? Like, I went to see this girl. I didn't have any, I had feelings for her. But the moment she turned me down, I was like, great, now I don't have feelings for you. The moment she told me that she didn't have feelings for me, I felt free. And so then it begs the question, like, why did I have feelings for you in the first place? Like, she's cool, you know. I think we're still friends and we talk, but that just doesn't make any sense, right? It's like, one of the things I have read is that people who are emotionally unavailable go for people who they know aren't attracted to them, who aren't interested in them. Because it's like you actually don't want commitment. You don't want a relationship with them. It's just the idea of it, you know? Or for example, let's say I'm interested in someone and it turns out that they like me. The moment that I find out they actually like me, I'm like not as interested in them, you know? What is that all to say? I think feelings are great. I think feelings are cool. They are complicated for many reasons. But I think it's important to kind of take a step back from all your feelings. I mean, like, oh, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Or maybe it's not that serious, you know? And I feel like feelings, like, you know, when you have feelings for someone, it feels like such a big deal, you know? And not to say that feelings aren't important, but I think it's more so that they also don't have to be, like, everything. Like, I feel like feelings don't have to be everything. That's the conclusion of this stupid video. That's my update. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you later.